Imagine a time when humanity first transitioned from mere survival to shaping the world as we know it today. Welcome to ancient Mesopotamia, widely recognized as the cradle of civilization. Between these two mighty rivers, the Tigris and Euphrates, an unparalleled story of innovation and progress unfolded. Nestled in the heart of the Fertile Crescent, Mesopotamia flourished over 5,000 years ago, laying the foundation for human civilization. The name itself means land between rivers in Greek, referring to its location between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, which provided the fertile land essential for agriculture. Why is Mesopotamia so significant? Because it's where humanity first came together to write, calculate, and build cities, shaping the blueprint for modern society. It was here that the first known writing system, Cuneiform, was developed, enabling record-keeping, literature, and communication. Mesopotamia also introduced advancements in mathematics, law, and governance, influencing countless civilizations that followed. The Tigris and Euphrates rivers were vital lifelines for the ancient civilization of Mesopotamia, playing a crucial role in its development. These rivers provided a consistent water source in an otherwise arid region, enabling the growth of crops and the establishment of thriving agricultural communities. The annual flooding of the rivers not only provided water, but also replenished the soil with nutrient-rich silt, creating fertile land that supported one of the world's first agricultural revolutions. This abundance of resources allowed for surplus food production, which in turn supported population growth, the rise of cities, and the development of trade networks that connected Mesopotamia to neighboring regions. It was here, in the fertile lands of Mesopotamia, that humanity transitioned from being nomadic hunters and gatherers to permanent settlers, laying the foundation for civilization as we know it. The development of sophisticated irrigation systems allowed early Mesopotamians to manage the unpredictable flooding of the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. This innovation enabled them to produce a surplus of crops, which not only supported larger communities, but also spurred the growth of complex societies. Wheat, barley, and dates became dietary staples, forming the backbone of their agricultural economy. With this abundance, trade flourished, connecting distant regions, while specialization in crafts and professions emerged, paving the way for advancements in technology, art, and culture. This revolution marked the beginning of organized human settlements and the rise of cities, writing, and governance. From farming villages blossomed the world's first cities, like Uruk, one of the most prominent urban centers of ancient Mesopotamia. At its peak, Uruk may have had a population of over 50,000 people, a remarkable number for its time, considering the limited technology and resources available. These cities were more than just places to live. They became thriving hubs of culture, religion, and political power. They were marked by towering ziggurats, sprawling marketplaces, and complex irrigation systems that supported their growth. Each city-state established its own unique system of governance, built temples dedicated to patron deities, and facilitated trade that connected them to distant regions. These early cities reflected not only power and organization, but also human ingenuity and the ability to adapt and innovate in the face of challenges. Perhaps one of the greatest gifts of Mesopotamia was the invention of writing. Cuneiform, first developed by the Sumerians, is the oldest known form of written expression. It began as a way to track trades and taxes, but soon evolved, chronicling myths, laws, and stories like the Epic of Gilgamesh. Equally impressive were advancements in mathematics and astronomy. Mesopotamians devised the base 60 system we still use to track time and developed early star maps that laid the groundwork for modern astronomy. The architectural achievements of Mesopotamia were groundbreaking, setting a foundation for civilizations to come. Ziggurats, massive terrace structures, soared toward the heavens and served as both places of worship and symbols of prosperity, often dedicated to patron gods or goddesses. These iconic structures demonstrated not only architectural ingenuity, but also the spiritual importance of connecting the divine with everyday life. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon, a wonder of the ancient world, remains legendary, admired in myths for its engineering brilliance, with cascading greenery that is believed to have been sustained by an advanced irrigation system, though its exact existence is still debated among historians. Mesopotamians were also masters of practical construction, with their expertise in building canals, ensuring a reliable water supply for agriculture and daily life, while their strong city fortifications protected against invasions. Together, these achievements highlight their ability to blend functionality with grandeur, creating a legacy that continues to fascinate. The innovations of Mesopotamia didn't stop at their borders. Their groundbreaking developments in writing, governance, and trade spread far and wide, leaving a lasting influence on neighboring civilizations such as the Egyptians and Greeks. Mesopotamia's cuneiform writing system became one of the earliest forms of recorded communication, enabling the documentation of laws, trade agreements, and cultural stories that shaped their society. Their advanced governance structures inspired early forms of administration and centralized authority in other regions. Mesopotamian laws, such as the Code of Hammurabi, not only provided a foundation for maintaining order in their own society, but also set enduring precedents for justice systems worldwide, establishing principles like fairness and accountability that still resonate today. Their legacy is a testament to how early innovation can ripple across cultures and time. Religion was central to Mesopotamian life, shaping their worldview, explaining the mysteries of the natural and supernatural, and offering a vital connection to the divine. The Mesopotamians worshipped a pantheon of gods, each governing specific aspects of existence and believed to hold immense power over the success or failure of human endeavors. Among the most revered were Anu, the god of the sky and heavens, Enlil, the god of air and storms, who was also seen as a protector and enforcer of order, and Ishtar, the complex goddess of love, fertility, and war. These deities were believed to influence everything from the weather and harvests to the outcomes of battles. To honor their gods, the Mesopotamians built grand temples and towering ziggurats that dominated city skylines. These structures were not only architectural marvels, but also spiritual hubs where priests performed rituals, sacrifices, and ceremonies to seek divine favor. These rituals were considered essential for ensuring success in critical aspects of life, such as farming, war, trade, and daily survival. The people believed that by appeasing the gods, they could maintain balance and order in their lives and the world around them. Mesopotamian religion also found expression in their rich mythology, which sought to explain the origins of the universe and humankind. Myths like the Enuma Elish, the Babylonian creation story, reveal how early humans interpreted their place in the cosmos. These stories spoke of cosmic battles, the creation of the earth from chaos, and humanity's role as servants to the gods. Through these narratives, we gain a glimpse into the hopes, fears, and spiritual understanding of one of the world's earliest civilizations. Mesopotamian art and culture reflected their world, rich in tradition, creativity, and a deep connection to the divine. Detailed sculptures of gods and rulers showcase their unparalleled skill and reverence for deities and leaders, often carved from materials such as alabaster and bronze. Intricate cylinder seals, featuring tiny yet complex designs, were not only practical tools for trade and ownership, but also artistic expressions that often depicted mythological scenes or significant events. Music, poetry, and storytelling were integral parts of daily life, woven into ceremonies, religious practices, and leisure time. Harps, lyres, and drums brought melodies to their temples and homes, while scribes meticulously crafted epic tales like the Epic of Gilgamesh, a narrative that still resonates with themes of humanity and mortality. Their cultural expressions, from visual arts to literature and music, not only reflected their rich worldview, but also laid the foundation for artistic and intellectual innovation in the generations that followed, leaving an enduring legacy that continues to inspire. Mesopotamia's economy was deeply interconnected with trade, largely due to its strategic location between major ancient civilizations. Merchants played a crucial role in exchanging goods such as grain, textiles, metals, and timber across vast distances, linking Mesopotamia to regions like Egypt, the Indus Valley, and the early Mediterranean civilizations. These trade routes were vital for the flow of not just goods, but also ideas, technologies, and cultural influences, which helped Mesopotamian societies thrive. Initially, trade operated on a barter system where goods were exchanged directly, but over time, they developed the use of silver as a form of currency, simplifying transactions and enabling more complex trade networks. This robust system of commerce fostered significant economic growth, sustaining the prosperity of their cities and firmly embedding Mesopotamia as a key player in the interconnected ancient world. While Mesopotamia thrived, it wasn't without its conflicts. The region's rich resources and fertile land made it a hotspot for competition among city-states, which often vied for dominance and control. This rivalry spurred the development of advanced military tactics, as each city sought to outmaneuver and overpower its neighbors. Fortified walls and defensive structures became essential to protect cities from invasions, while innovations like the use of chariots and composite bows revolutionized the way battles were fought. Empires like Akkad and Babylon rose to prominence through carefully planned military campaigns, uniting fragmented territories under their rule. Leaders such as Sargon of Akkad and Hammurabi of Babylon not only expanded their empires through force, but also solidified their influence by establishing trade routes and codifying laws, ensuring their dominance endured for generations. What was it like to live in Mesopotamia? Life in this ancient civilization was deeply rooted in agriculture, as most people were farmers who relied on the fertile land between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. These rivers were central to their existence, providing water for crops through irrigation systems and influencing the timing of planting and harvest seasons. Beyond farming, some individuals worked as artisans, creating pottery, textiles, and tools, while others were merchants engaged in trade or priests who held significant influence in society. Daily routines typically revolved around the family and the community, with meals consisting of staples like bread, beer, and fish, often supplemented with dates, onions, and lentils. Women played diverse roles, from managing households and raising children to serving as priestesses or working in specific trades. They were integral to maintaining family life, and in some cases, participated in religious ceremonies or temple management. Life in Mesopotamia was intricately tied to the rhythms of the rivers and the changing of the seasons, which dictated not only work, but also festivals and leisure activities. Community events, religious rituals, and markets brought people together, creating a vibrant social life that revolved around both practical needs and spiritual beliefs. Always at the forefront of ingenuity, Mesopotamians gave the world countless technological breakthroughs that laid the foundation for modern civilization. They invented the wheel, revolutionizing transport, agriculture, and even pottery making by enabling faster and more efficient production. Their advanced irrigation techniques turned arid, uninhabitable landscapes into fertile fields, ensuring food security and enabling the growth of thriving cities. The development of bronze tools and weapons marked a leap in craftsmanship, allowing for more durable and effective equipment that transformed agriculture, warfare, and construction. Additionally, their study of medicine, evident in detailed early clay tablets, reveals a civilization already striving to understand and heal the human body, with practices ranging from herbal remedies to surgical techniques. Mesopotamians also pioneered written language, governance systems, and astronomy, leaving a legacy that continues to influence the world today. Mesopotamia's history is deeply interwoven with the legacies of its legendary rulers, whose achievements laid the foundation for civilization as we know it. Sargon of Akkad, often called the world's first emperor, built the Akkadian Empire, uniting city-states and extending his rule beyond Mesopotamian borders to create a vast and centralized power. King Hammurabi, renowned for his code of laws, not only brought governance and order on an unprecedented scale, but also introduced principles of justice that influenced legal systems for centuries to come. Later, Nebuchadnezzar II, one of the most iconic kings of Babylon, transformed the city into a glittering marvel of the ancient world, credited with the construction of the legendary Hanging Gardens, which symbolized both architectural innovation and cultural grandeur. These visionary leaders shaped the course of history, forging pathways for future empires to follow, and leaving behind an enduring legacy that continues to fascinate and inspire. Despite its many achievements, Mesopotamia faced numerous challenges that ultimately led to its decline. Continued warfare between city-states drained resources and destabilized the region, while shifting trade routes gradually diminished its economic power. Environmental changes also took their toll. Centuries of irrigation caused salt buildup in the fertile soils of the rivers, leading to reduced agricultural productivity. This overuse of the land, combined with changing climate conditions, made it increasingly difficult to sustain the population. Meanwhile, invasions by powerful outside forces, such as the Persians, eventually sealed the fate of this once thriving civilization. However, Mesopotamia's legacy endures. From its ruins emerged new civilizations that carried forward its wisdom, innovations such as writing and legal codes, and its profound contributions to human progress. Mesopotamia may no longer exist as a dominant civilization, but its influence is felt everywhere, from the laws we follow to the ways we measure time. Known as the Cradle of Civilization, Mesopotamia was home to groundbreaking innovations such as writing, urban planning, and organized governance systems, many of which still form the foundation of modern society. To reflect on Mesopotamia is to understand that the human story is one of perseverance, creativity, and connection. It reminds us that from humble beginnings, great things can arise, shaping the course of history forever, and leaving a legacy that continues to inspire and inform our understanding of progress and ingenuity. Though the civilizations of Mesopotamia eventually faded, their legacy endures. Today, their influence can be seen in the way we write, the time we keep, the cities we build, and the laws we follow. Ancient Mesopotamia truly laid the foundations of civilization, reminding us of the endless potential of human ingenuity. Want to explore more stories of how ancient history shaped our modern world? Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest documentaries.